Welcome back, technocrats. Today we will discuss further lecture of measurement, where in the lecture 4 we discuss about the other points where the error was discussed. In the lecture 5 of the electrical measurement and instrumentation, we have a short note of the two types of classification of the measurement instrumentation. This is the absolute instrument, the secondary instrument. What is the absolute instrument? Electrical quantity to be measured in the terms of the constant of the instrument and of its deflection. No comparison with another instrument being necessary. Galvanometer release current balance. We will discuss in the chapter unit 4 for the galvanometer and the secondary instrument. What is the secondary instrument? As the value of current, voltage or the other quantities to be measured can be determined from the deflection of the instrument only if the latter has been calibrated by comparison with either an absolute instrument or in which has already been calibrated. It should be must, means calibration should be must. Effect utilized in the measuring instrument. The magnetic effect used for the ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter, integrating meters and most other electrical instruments. The heating effect used in the ammeter and the voltmeter. The chemical effect integrating meters like DC ampere or meter. Electrostatic effect voltmeters, indirectly ammeters, wattmeters. Electromagnetic induction effect alternating current ammeters, voltmeters, wattmeters and integrating meters. The integrating meters have the category of indicating meters, recording meters, integrating. This is a further category. For the indicating instruments, it follow the three factors of the force. The first one is the deflection force, the controlling force and the damping force acted on that. This is a damping curve. This is the time and this is the deflection. Suppose our pointer is like this and finally it will be go here. Suppose we apply 2 ampere or 10 voltage, the reading should be there. But before the pointer moves, there is the damping. Suppose our pointer would be shuttle after some damping and it will take 4 to 5 seconds for the final setting of the, or after 5 seconds it settle here above that reading or less than reading this. So when the pointer moves at that time reading should be there, but due to oscillations it takes some time, so we have to remove the damping. So we use the damping force. Suppose this is the final deflection curve and if we applied under damped system, under damped force, then the value of the pointer will be moved beyond the deflection, then it will be down and here beyond and down, beyond down. it will take several times to settle the final position. This is the underdamped. The force is underdamped, and this is overdamped. There are high value of the force. It also take the very long time to settle the final position of the pointer, means sluggish, slow response. If we take a critically damped, sudden it works and settle the pointer up to its position, the final position like this. So we can take this for the settlement of the final deflection position. We choose this category. This is for the damping curve. Oscillations about the final position is shown in the underdamped curve. If the instrument is overdamped, the moving system rises slow from 0 to its final deflection for the overdamped. When the instrument rises quickly to its deflection position without oscillations, the damping is said to be the critical, and instrument is like deadbeat, means deadbeat. Best results are obtained when the damping is slightly less than the critical value. Now we can choose the spring control for the controlling torque. The controlling torque T is equal to EB T square into theta divided by 12 L. Capital L or total length of the strip, T is the radial thickness, E stands for the Young modulus, B is the depth. The torque T proportional to the theta means the deflection proportional to the instrument deflection. Another L divided by T by 2 is equal to capital E divided by S max into theta. S max is equal to the maximum stress in the spring. Now we can check here. To avoid overstressing the spring, the ratio L by T by 2 should be about 2000. Its material is phosphor bronze. This is one type of alloy. The gravity control is adjusted like this, where the pointer, the balance weight, this is the control weight. The pointer moves here, the control weight moves here. This is the assembly, like this is the theta of the deflection, the W weight downward. This is the also theta. This is 90 minus theta. This is the W sine theta, or W 90 cos 90 minus theta means W sine theta. For the gravity control, restoring control torque capital T is equal to WL sine theta. This is the W, this is L. WL sine theta, where W is the control weight, L is equal to its distance from the axis of the rotation of the moving system. Also we can check here comparison of spring and gravity control. An instrument in which the deflection torque Td is directly proportional to the current said to be measured. Suppose we have to measure the deflection torque is directly proportional to the current. So current I, Td deflection torque is equal to K into I. If instrument is spring control, the control torque being Tc. Then when the deflection in theta Tc is equal to Ks theta. Tc is equal to Td. We can also put here Ks theta is equal to Ki, means theta is equal to Ks by K by Ks into I. Thus, the deflection is proportional to the current. We can check here theta proportional to the I, and thus the deflection is proportional to the current throughout the scale. If the instrument is gravity controlled, means Tc is equal to kg sin theta, means Tc is equal to Td is equal to Ki. We can check here kg sin theta is equal to Ki. Sin theta is equal to Ki divided by kg. The theta is equal to sin inverse K by kg into I. If the maximum deflection produced by a current I max is 90 degree, then when the current is I max by 2, the deflection if the instrument is spring control is 45 degrees. And if gravity control is used, we have sin 90 degree is equal to K by kg into I max is equal to 1. I max is equal to kg by k. When I is equal to Im by 2, we can put here Im by 2 divided by Im. That gives you the sin inverse 0.5, means theta is equal to 30 degree. For the torque and weight ratio, if we talk about the ratio of deflecting torque to the weight of the moving system should be, if possible, not less than 0.1. Not less than 0.1. There are the damping. We use the damping by the method of air, fluid and eddy current damping. The air friction damping, fluid friction damping, eddy current damping. The fluid friction damping used vertical position, and the eddy current damping used in the hot wire moving system. This is the air chamber where this move inside or outward when the pointer deflection is this or this, then the air damping the system moves inside or the outside according to there is the creation of the air damping. The fluid damping is this is the fuel, this is the oil, and this is the disc. The spindle of the instrument is moving, and opposite there is the force or the damping oil which damp the oscillations. And this is also one type of the oil damping where your liquid damping, where this is the vanes and this is the rotation and the oil, and this is the fluid damping used. And eddy current damping will be discussed in the next lecture. Then thank you all of you.